Go ahead.
Dave, as Max's manager, what did it mean to you to see him hit that milestone of 100 career home runs?
Very happy for him. I know that extra base hits, Albert last night tied Babe Ruth, I think it was, and Max personally to get 100 home runs, that's a big feather in his cap. I wouldn't be surprised if he hits another 100 over the next few years. But certainly for him, his family, really, really good, and just love the way he's playing baseball right now.
And what was Kevin Gausman doing so well to attack your hitters?
It was just getting ahead early, strike one. Velocity started to tick up towards the fourth and fifth inning. Touched 97, and then the changeup. So he'd mix in a couple sliders, but the changeup is a plus pitch, gets right and left, and he was ahead all day.
And Victor Gonzalez had a great inning in a third. What did you see from him today?
Fastball command, much better. The lane towards the plate, the hitter was really good. Stuck some glove side fastballs. Velocity was as good as we've seen it since Seattle. The depth of the sinker and the slider, all of it was good today. Really good.
Thanks, Dave.
Next question is from Juan Toribio. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, what's kind of your impression of this Giants team now that you've seen them a good amount of times over the last week?
It's a good club. They can really pitch. They didn't really defend this series, but they can defend. They match up, whether it's guys out of the pen, certainly carrying 5 position players. For the most part, they're going to get their matchups. So it's kind of, we know kind of how they approach things, and they're playing good baseball. Really, you got to give credit to those guys.
And we've heard a lot about your matchups with the Padres, but it's just kind of good for baseball to have you and the Giants, kind of that old school rivalry, good at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, a lot of people might have counted the Giants out. We didn't. We know that they got a lot of very good veteran players that have won championships, and they've got they can pitch. So that's a really good combination. But as far as baseball, I think the National League West is as good as any division, if not the best division baseball. I think you could argue the AL East, but as far as baseball, Giants, Dodgers, absolutely, it's a good thing.
Thanks, Dave.
Next question is from Fabian Ardaya. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave. I know you said this over the years, just sort of like how the way that you guys are built is annoying for other teams to play. And obviously Farhan is a big part of like how you guys were built in years past, and seeing him on the other side of it. I mean, how is that to sort of face a team that's sort of built in a way that can match up like that?
It's a little different. I guess it's maybe a little bit more difficult to navigate because they think a lot of kind of how we think. Farhan's brilliant, and their players clearly, with Gabe, the coaching staff, those guys are buying in. So yeah, you still got to play good baseball, and this series they outplayed us.
And I mean, this is the second straight day where they've kind of like ambushed your starter a little bit earlier in the outing. Is that something that they sort of did, switching up an approach from last weekend, or like what did you sort of see there from Clayton today?
I think this series they were very aggressive, especially to the fastball, and our guys, we really value strike one. How you get there, you can certainly debate, but when it was hard, they were swinging, and they didn't run many deep counts and got us early.
Thanks, Dave.
Next question is from JP Hornstra. Go ahead.
Just a quick one from me, Dave. I don't know if you heard anything from or about Mookie Betts since we spoke pregame. What's his outlook for tomorrow?
I haven't talked to Mookie yet, but I know he got the medication for his eyes, and so which is certainly a positive. So my expectation is he'll be in there tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Next question is from Mike DiGiovanna. Go ahead.
Dave, was Mookie available today in any capacity?
Yeah, he was going to, once we got, if you're going to get through the ninth and tied it up, he was going to end up going in to play right field and be in the 3-hole. So he was available because, once the medication kicked in and his vision got better, he was more than willing to help us in any way he could.
I Two-team races are tough any year. How does maybe having three teams in this NL West change the dynamic? And I assume it makes winning that division even more important.
It's great. I think it's not like our guys need incentive to play good baseball, but I think for the fan, for everyone, it's good to have, each game matters, which they always do. But these are three good ball clubs as far as including the Dodgers. These three good ball clubs playing good baseball. So we're going to have our hands full all year long.
And did you see the replay of the pitch to Will Smith there?
Yeah, it was a strike. I just think that it was I thought Rob did a nice job today. It was obviously Will not very emotional, but it's an 0-2 pitch. It was a high target. The catch wasn't great because that's 96 at the bottom of the zone. But if you look at the strike zone monitor deal, he executed three great pitches on Will.
Thanks.